JL, boxing and esports. What's good? We'll talk about some boxing today. Big time fights were announced. Premier Boxing Champions announced their first quarter. Well, end of quarter one of 2019. They announced their Fox schedule because Premier Boxing Champions did sign a deal with Fox and with Showtime. The Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight will be on Showtime December 1st. Make sure you buy that. But more importantly, let's talk about some of these fights that were announced. Let's talk about 3 of the fights in particular. And why we're going to do that, it's Welterweights, 147. We're going to talk about them. So January 26th, Keith Thurman versus Josecito Lopez at the Barclays Center. Exciting fight. I don't know if I'm too thrilled about the competition level, but that's cool. I understand. Keith Thurman has been injured. Took some time off. Almost 2 years. To be honest, his last fight, he fought Danny Garcia in a unification of the WBA Super and the WBC March the 4th of 2017. And he's going to be fighting Josecito Lopez January 26th, 2019. So we'll see. He's talking about he has injuries, shoulder injuries, things like that. I know he got married. I understand. That's cool. But we'll see. Let's see how he comes out looking. So I do kind of look at it as a tune-up fight. I don't think Josecito Lopez is anything special. I honestly believe that Keith should win the fight. If he's anywhere similar to back where he was. But we'll see. We'll see. But that is the WBA Super World Champion at 147 pounds, Keith Thurman. A few weeks after that, March 9th, live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Showtime Shawn Porter versus your Dennis Ugas. Shawn's first defense of the WBC strap that he won whenever he beat Danny Garcia back on September 8th, 2018. First defense. Ugas is okay. I'm looking at Ugas whenever, he's still ranked pretty high by the IBF. But I do believe this is the mandatory for Shawn Porter, okay, with the WBC. Knowing that Ugas is one of his 2 mandatories. Okay. So it's nice. It's nice. Big time Shawn get his first defense in his town where he lives now, Las Vegas. We'll see. We'll see. But we need to be excited for that. Because, WBC champion is fighting. I like Shawn. I hope he goes back to the style he normally uses. His mauling brawler style. The style he used against Danny Garcia was more so the boxer. Had his jab out in front. Kept Danny thinking. But I think with a cat like Ugas, he needs to really use his old style. I think he'd be very successful. So I'm excited for that fight. I can't wait. Showtime Shawn Porter, Ugas, March 9th. I'm even more excited for March 16th, 1 week later. Coming to you live from Arlington, Texas, boy. Them Texas boys. That's all I gotta say, Earl the Truth Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia at the AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Whew. Big time. Why is that so big time? We know from Earl Spence's last fight against Carlos Ocampo back in June. He sold out the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, which is the practice facility for the Dallas Cowboys. And he did it. Man Down Promotions, Premier Boxing Champions, they got the big boy. They got the AT&T Stadium. I know Mikey Garcia got a name in Texas. You know, he's a Mexican. He's fought in Texas before. I believe in San Antonio and Corpus Christi, among a couple other places maybe. Earl Spence, we know Earl Spence get love in Texas. All of Dallas love Earl. I'm really looking for them to sell out the whole joint, to be honest with you. I think they will sell out the capacity of the AT&T Stadium. This is big time. You know, and the reason why I brought up Man Down Promotions a few minutes ago was because he'll get a lot of that gate. You know, he's the main promoter on the fight. Big time. Big time. So, I want to talk about these fights for a moment. Talk about the significance. You know, also Errol Spence. He's the IBF World 147 champion. I think these guys will be fighting each other this year. If everything goes well with Keith against Josecito, if everything goes well with Sean against Jordanis, and everything goes well with Earl against Mikey, which the size differential is pretty great. I don't see Errol Spence having any trouble with Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is coming from 2 weight classes below. I don't think he has a chance of beating Earl. I honestly believe Earl is the best welterweight. You know, that even includes the WBO champion, Terrence Bud Crawford. I think Earl Spence is number 1. So we'll see. We got to see these dudes fight to see who's actually the best, man. That's what I'm excited about. I like this with the PBC first quarter schedule. You know, I got it up on the screen. We'll be able to dissect some of these other fights, talk about some of the other ones on the PBC. But we'll also be talking about the Showtime listings whenever that comes out. You know, because we're also looking for the official announcement of Pacquiao and Adrian Broner, on Showtime pay-per-view in January. So we'll talk about that some more. We'll talk about all these fights some more. You know, most definitely we're going to be doing it on Wednesdays. From now on, talk about welterweight Wednesdays. So we'll talk about the PBC a lot and talk about welterweight. We'll talk about the PBC a lot in most of the divisions, you know. Anything else you want to know, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a message. Any questions you may have about this boxing, we can talk about it. Peace. If you ever want to check out some good video game playthroughs with some great commentary, check out Blueprint Entertainment. Link in the description.